Hello, welcome back. My name is Izzy Perry. Thank you for joining me on my channel. Today we are going to continue our little series where we listen to the top 5 songs of every year according to the Billboard charts. In our last video we did the year 1980, so this time we are doing 1981. We had some real sleepers in 1980. Honestly, a lot of music I haven't heard before, like, Olivia Newton-John's song for the movie Xanadu. We had Call Me by Blondie, obviously, taking the number 1 spot, which I have, of course, heard before. And I'm really excited to continue this and go on to the next year. So 1981, I'm sure, was a great year. And we're going to learn together whether or not that's the truth. We'll start at number 5 and go down the list. And here we go. The top 5 songs of the year 1981. Starting with number 5, the Steal Your Bitch anthem. Rick Springfield's Jesse's Girl. Now, why is this the Steal Your Bitch anthem? This one I have heard before, and let me tell you, he is keen to steal your bitch. He will be taking your woman. I would be afraid. The cover art alone, it's a hot 80s, man. This is a very definitive 80s song, I feel like. So, this makes sense to me. Let's give it a spin. The guitar is instantly recognizable.
Jesse is a friend.
Little hi-hat.
Yeah, I know he's been a good friend of mine. But lately something's changed, it ain't hard to define. Jesse's got himself a girl and I wanna make her mine. And she's watching him with those eyes.
Ooh, clap.
And she's loving with that body, I just know it. And he's holding her in his arms late at night.
We got a dancer at number 5.
I'll play along with the charade. Cute, I wanna tell her that I love her, but the point is probably moot. Cause she's watching him with those eyes. And she's loving him with that body, I just know it. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl.
Guitar is amazing in this song. Bridge. Ooh. It sounds like Jump.
And I'm looking in the mirror all the time, wondering what she don't see in me. I've been funny, I've been cool with the lines. Ain't that the way love's supposed to be?
Phenomenal bridge and key change here. The toms. Oh my god, another key change. That's a great little breakdown part, damn. Go off, Rick. Oh my god, amazing chord decisions. Whoa. No fade out. Surprisingly, no fade out. That was a great little ending. Big ending. Crazy thing, I actually saw Rick Springfield play this song live. I don't remember where it was, but it was somewhere with my family. We went on like a family trip and he was like randomly performing there. And I think my stepdad and my mom are like huge Rick Springfield fans because like he was like the it boy in the early 80s. And you can see why. He tore that one up. The guitar work in that song is like astounding. I feel like there's like 6 key changes in that song. Amazing guitar decisions there. Wow. All right, that's number 5. I guess this was actually inspired by Springfield being in like a stained glass class that he was in. And he had a friend, Gary, who was in the class with his girlfriend, and he fell in love with his girlfriend. He wanted to use his girlfriend's name, but I think they passed on doing that and just went with Jesse. Interesting. Real inspiration. Rick just has it like that. He's got it like that. We all know it. Look at the cover. At number 4, we have a bit of a more random one that I would not have guessed. It's John Lennon's last song that he released before his death. Off of Double Fantasy, we have Just Like Starting Over by John Lennon. I can't say that I'm familiar with this song, but I'm excited to listen to it. Triangle?
Our life together is so precious.
His voice, man.
Together we have grown. We have grown.
His voice just holds so much wisdom.
It's been too long since we took the time. No one's to blame. I know time flies so quickly.
No. Elvis.
But when I see you, darling, it's like we both are falling in love again. It'll be just like starting over.
Such an Elvis song?
Starting over. Every day we used to make it love. Why can't we be making love?
The way he's like going down. The way. It's just so Elvis inspired. Oh, piano going crazy.
It's time to spread our wings and fly. Don't let another day go by, my love. It'll be just like starting over.
Wow. Some serious irony in this song. The fact that he wrote this as his last single, just like starting over, talking about loving life and new beginnings.
Starting over. Why don't we take us alone?
Oh,
Take a trip somewhere far, far away.
crazy bridge.
Keep together all the lights so quickly.
Amazing background vocals.
But when I see you, darling, it's like we both are falling in love again. It'll be just like starting over. Starting over.
See, this has kind of like a early Beatles vibe to it, but also, like I said, like an Elvis experience. And it's like, but it's very modern. I feel like the production's very modern, kind of like has that weird psychedelic Beatles thing.
Look out. Our life together is so precious. Together we have danced and fly.
Great drumming. Phase. What? That was sick. I need to hear that again. Oh! Ahead of his time. Transition. Beautiful use of space. Oh god, fade out incoming. Of course, a fade out. Wouldn't be an 80s song without a fade out. Wonder how many there's going to be in this one. Fade out counter, 1. That's a really cool song. I like it. Would I have guessed number 4 biggest song of 1981? Probably not at all. I'm sure that, you know, the cultural lore surrounding that song has something to do with that. Great song. Great song. Never heard it. Great song. Very Elvis inspired. Very Elvis. During production, he referred to the song as the Elvis Orbison track, as he tongue-in-cheek impersonates their vocal styles. Okay, so direct inspiration. Called it. Okay, now, number 3. Kenny Rogers. Lady. I think I've heard this. I'm pretty sure I've heard this one, but I'm not 1,000% sure. I'm excited. Can't say I know that much Kenny Rogers, but he was huge. I know I'm going to recognize this.
Lady,
Oh my God, the
I'm your
drama.
knight in shining armor,
Theater.
and I love you. You have made me what I am, and
Stage lights coming on.
I am yours. You have gone and made me such a fool.
Yacht rock.
I'm so lost in your love.
The feeling is so strong.
We belong together.
Soulful.
Won't you believe in my song?
Oh my God, what?
Lady,
We're back dimly
for
lit.
so many
Spotlight.
years I thought I'd never find.
I'm sorry, how? It's so hard to comprehend the fact that this was the third biggest song of a year on the charts. This is a song in the middle of a musical on Broadway.
Have come into my life and made me whole.
What a weird world we live in.
In my eyes,
Oh, we're back.
I see no one else but you.
It's kind of like a Michael McDonald vibe.
There's no other love like our love. And yes,
Gorgeous.
oh yes, I'll always want you near me. I've waited for you
I feel
for
this.
so long. Lady,
Strings on this.
your love's the only love I need.
Oh my God, chord changes.
And beside me is where
His vocals are so dry down the middle.
I want you to be.
This is such a song that would be sampled in like a hip hop beat, like that little rim.
No, you're the love of my life.
I know that Earl Sweatshirt would like sample this.
You're my lady.
Ended on the dark note. It's so ominous. Just he really just went. That is not what I expected at all. Like, that was a big radio song? In what world is that a radio song? I don't understand. What's happening? What is happening in these early 80s years? There is some drama. The timeline of that song was so smoothly created. It was so dramatic into just satisfying in the middle with the groove and the drums come in and then it gets back to the darkness and it's so theatrical. Like how amazing is that? Just imagine hearing that on the top 5 charts now. Just imagine. Oh man, the kids would be so lost. See, this is really interesting because in my head I'm thinking, what does this song remind me of? Like, it's giving me a theatrical feeling from another song. I can't put my finger on it. And guess who produced this song and wrote this song? Lionel Richie. Hello by Lionel Richie. Doesn't that remind you of that song? It sounds so similar. It's the same kind of theatrical emotion, which is incredible. So this was Lionel Richie's first production work outside of his work with the Commodores. He originally pitched the song to the Commodores and they turned it down. Very interesting stuff. I imagine Lionel singing this. I feel like it would be fantastic if he sung this song. I wonder if he ever did. And on that note, number 2 on this list is Endless Love by Diana Ross and Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie just really making an impact in the early 80s. And then, obviously, throughout the 80s, as I'm sure we will see in future years, he was a pioneer. Endless Love, I do know this song. Maybe the only other song on this list that I know, which is incredible. and I love discovering things this way. The second biggest song of 1981, Endless Love.
My love, there's only you in my life.
There's only
The only thing that's right.
He's so dramatic. It's amazing.
My first love, your every breath that I take.
And I want to share all my love.
Lionel was really,
with you.
he really loved his strings. Like his string arrangements in his songs are like
No one
immaculate.
else will do.
Oh,
Your eyes,
Your eyes,
they sound amazing
they
together.
tell me how much you care.
oh yes, you will always be
My endless love.
Honestly, like I know this song, like I've heard this song, but I don't think I've ever like listened to this song. Very like vulnerable sounding strings and drums.
as one. Our lives have just begun.
Another just very interesting thing about these productions in the early 80s and around this time, the production is just so like it's so fine-tuned and dry and panned interestingly. Drums all the way over here. So dry.
Resist your charm.
They sound great together.
Oh love, I'll be a fool for you. I'm sure.
You know I don't mind.
Oh, you know I don't mind. 'Cause of you. You mean the world to me. Oh, I know
I found
I found in you my endless love.
I think we're starting to get into the proof that the 80s was a very cheesy time in music. Like really well done cheesy music. 3 out of these 5 songs so far are just like very over the top dramatic love songs. Which is interesting. And they're slow. They're like ballads. Oh. Melody.
I'll be that fool for you. I'm sure.
It's just so heartfelt.
You know I don't mind.
Oh, you know I don't mind. 'Cause no one can deny this love I have inside.
I've heard this.
And I'll give it all to you, my love, my endless love.
I feel like I swear like that ending is in is it in like the 40-Year-Old Virgin or something? It's in like one of those early 2000s comedies. So good. That's a very climactic ending. Talk about a wedding song. That is a magical song. I mean, imagine writing that and being like, wow, we really encapsulated love. That's a great one. Lionel Richie really just favors the drama, favors the love. He really felt the love in the early 80s, clearly. It was the theme for Franco Zeffirelli's film adaptation of Scott Spencer's novel Endless Love. Nominated for an Oscar. Became the biggest selling single of Diana Ross's career and her 18th and final career #1 single in the USA. It was covered by Luther Vandross and Mariah Carey. Oh, I might have to dedicate a whole video to just listening to that. What? Maybe that's the version that I heard before. Well, we've made it this far, ladies and gentlemen. The #1 song of the year 1981, according to the Billboard charts, was Betty Davis Eyes by Kim Carnes. Kim Carnes? Kim Carnes? Somebody correct me. Somebody please tell me how to say this name correctly. I don't want to be disrespectful. She had the #1 song of this year. I genuinely have not heard this song. We can listen together for the first time. Have I heard this? That is instantly recognizable. Ooh, it's kind of like it's like a Time After Time kind of.
Her hair is hollow gold.
Ooh, fine. You got something upbeat finally.
Sweet surprise. Her hands are never cold. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She'll turn her music on you.
That synth is gorgeous. Ooh.
And she'll tease you. She'll unease you. All the better just to please you. She's precocious. And she knows just what it takes to make a pro blush.
It's crazy. You can tell how much today's music is inspired by 80s music because, like, if you took the vocal off this song and someone like Sabrina Carpenter or like Dua Lipa or Jack Antonoff like use this as like a Bleacher song or something, you would never be able to tell the difference. Like if this said production by Jack Antonoff, I would be like, yeah. I love this instrumental. This is fantastic.
She'll let you take her home.
Ooh.
What's her appetite?
What is that?
She'll lay you on the throne.
This deserves a tiny dance.
She's got Betty Davis eyes. She'll expose you when she snows you. Off your feet with the crumbs she throws you. She's ferocious, and she knows just what it takes to make a pro blush. Betty Davis eyes.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I'm in that. The guitar all the way on the left. Oh man, I love this instrumental so much. This is sick. Oh, that little change.
She'll tease you, she'll unease you. All the better just to please you. She's precocious. And she knows just what it takes to make a pro blush. All the boys think she's a spy. She's got Betty Davis eyes.
Or she's got like a spoken word kind of feeling to it. Oh. What is that on the right?
She'll tease you. She'll unease you.
It's like great. I love that plucky guitar. Oh my god, fade out. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed a little fade out at the end there? I love that track. That, I think, is the favorite. #1 being the favorite. Fantastic. Fantastic. And it's so similar to Time After Time in a lot of ways. I'm like, when did Time After Time come out? Time After Time. Cyndi Lauper, you know? 83. Oh, that is absolutely going to be up there in 83. We're only 2 videos away from that. That's really interesting. It came out before Time After Time. I wonder if there's any correlation between her and Cindy. Spent 9 weeks at the top of the charts. It won the 1982 Grammy for Song of the Year and Record of the Year. Uses the Sequential Circuits Prophet 5 synthesizer. That's what the main synth line is. Oh, we love a Prophet. We love a Prophet. Shout out. So good. I had a Prophet. Sold it. Didn't use it enough. Shame on me. And that concludes the listening experience for the top 5 songs of 1981 according to the Billboard charts. I thank you all for joining me once again, and stay tuned for 1982. I had a great time here. I learned a lot. I listened a lot. I listened closely. I listened with detail. I listened with love. And I hope you do the same. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. Stay tuned for the next one. Goodbye.